Hello guys. This music is going to make me cry. I don't even know what song this is. I have pulled up relaxing video game music for 3 hours volume 1. Yesterday we just had Pikmin music going, and I also didn't realize that like for the last 20 minutes of that stream, the music like the video ended because it was a 2 hour 20-minute video and our stream went a little longer than that. Or maybe it almost went like exactly that time. But, you know, whatever. Doesn't matter too much. But hi guys, thanks for joining. I'm glad you guys showed up so early. I think the music in the description for this, what is it? This is from Child of Light, Aurora's theme from Child of Light, which I never played. But that's like the Ubisoft one, right? Oh, and I forgot to draw something at the beginning. We're just opening up to a gray canvas. You don't hear the music? I can make it a little louder. I don't want it to drown out my voice. Also, I noticed when looking back on the stream from yesterday, my bitrate wasn't the best and there was some pixelation going on, which seems to happen sometimes when I stream, sometimes not when. But considering we're just kind of drawing, it hopefully isn't too much of a distraction, and hopefully it's better today. You be drawing a lot? I have been drawing a lot because of quarantine, basically. And because, you know, for school I had 2, well, even 3 drawing focused classes, so I had a lot of drawing going on, and then, you know, we had to come home and I still did it a bunch at home, and now I'm out of school. I graduated from college last Sunday. Congratulations me. I didn't bring that up. But yeah. That's my big recent achievement, and that's why I've been drawing so much. I feel like I've came to terms with how extremely basic I am at drawing, and I'm just having fun with, you know, what I'm capable of doing. Not to say I would like to be practicing to get better and stuff, but I'm having a lot of fun just drawing in the very cartoony way that I can. And I'm learning very, very subtle new things that hopefully help make this stuff look better. There we go. Here's me. I got wrinkles today, apparently. I've always wanted the drawings I have for my YouTube videos where like I use my mascot. Those drawings that I'm still using are from like 2016. And they're like totally fine because the design's so simple, but I would like to redraw them at some point. It's probably hard to even tell, but the drawings that I use in my videos are like very inconsistent, and I didn't do a good job like tracing them and stuff, so I would like to have them look better at some point in the future. I mean, almost because of that too, I just don't even use them that much in videos anymore. Now I just try my best to make videos be slideshows. And it also bothers me that most of my videos are like slideshows, but when I use clips from stuff, I always get copyright claimed. But other people are able to get away with it, but I'm not. The eyes are a little derpy on this one here. I'm also not, like, usually I have like, I do Zim eyes. You know, square Vader Zim eyes, but I'm more recently liking just circle eyes or even just like dot eyes. I mean, these are sort of eyes you do like when you're scared. It's also just circles. My drawing skills are good. Thank you very much. I have been drawing like forever almost. Oh, I need to save this, I guess. Hang on a second. Let me make a folder to put this file in. What is today? The 24th? Here we go. Stream May 24th, 2020. I started drawing in like 2nd grade or so. Because here, let's do that right now. Because my friend these aren't going to be good drawings, but my friend started reading the Captain Underpants books, and he basically traced one of the comics from those books. But I was so impressed by that, and also jealous, basically. So I tried to like do the same thing. But I think I made up my own characters, and I also started reading those books, and they inspired a lot of creativity. And by reading those books, I mean mostly looking at the pictures and only drawing comic books, or only reading the comic book parts of those stories. Maybe I did read like the actual book parts of Captain Underpants, but they aren't very fresh in my mind. Also, this is George from Captain Underpants, but he's also SpongeBob, I guess. Whoop, whoop. There we go. It's an alright one. Use an app called Sketch that gets fuzzy art. That's cool. I know a lot of people at my college were using, I don't even remember. I don't know. I know a lot of people they have ears. A lot of people use Clip Studio Paint. I don't know if that's on mobile or if that's just a PC thing, but that's like one that has a lot of features that everybody likes using and is usually pretty cheap. And maybe I would migrate to that someday, but SAI still gets the job done for me. I don't really need to, I don't really worry about doing like shading or watercoloring effects and stuff like that, but maybe other programs are better for that type of stuff. I forget what is it Procreate? Is that a drawing app or something? There's some app that a lot of people use on their iPads in school. A lot of people just use iPads to draw too, which like really blows my mind. Maybe they have gotten better, maybe they make like really good pens. But I remember when I was younger and I got like a first generation iPad, I learned that people were drawing on them, so I like bought one of the pens, but they're like the weird rubber tip pens, and I had a really hard time using it for anything good. How am I doing today? I'm very good. I hope all you guys are also very good. I'm glad I could stream again. I can also, hopefully, stream tomorrow. And I don't know if I would do this again or if we'd play a game or something. But I am having a great load of fun doing this, and I'm glad you guys enjoy it. I think it's very nice to just do like especially, considering how the world is right now, it's very, very nice to just sit here and draw and then also talk. Because if I wasn't streaming right now, I would also be drawing or probably playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which I have not played in like 2 weeks, but that's the current game I'm in the middle of. And we gotta draw the underpants, very important detail. The author of Captain Underpants, Mr. Dave Pilkey, has a lot of like very sort of inspirational drawing videos and stuff on his YouTube channel. They're all very, very, very intended for like young kids, but they're very cute and they're a nice thing to watch. And I like that, these are just, mine are a little messed up, but those are the sort of hands that they draw. Oh, but I forget they have Harold in here. Yes, it's Procreate, the best drawing app for Apple. Yeah, I mean, if I eventually, we don't have like a good iPad. We still have, I think it's the 2nd gen iPad, and then my brother has an iPad mini. But it would be cool to maybe eventually see what that's all about. Whoop. Oh, take a sip of water real quick. My throat's gonna dry. Hi Tristan, welcome to Drawing Time with Uncle Ground. I made a Zim OC, I'll show you later. Yeah, I guess I wrote it on the screen this time. You can see in the corner, hopefully it's readable. But if you guys spend this time drawing anything, whether it's me or it's just a cartoon or your own character or whatever, feel free to I think it's probably best to send it through Twitter. Like if you just at me on Twitter with the drawing, or we can get sent through Discord and stuff like we did the other day, and then by the end of the stream I'll exhibit those. what's my favorite childhood show? Well, it was and kind of still is Zim, basically. We got to do the little stitches that are on this. These are not very professional drawings of these characters, but that's what's fun about this, is that I don't have to really care about... I mean, you know, maybe one of these days I'll eventually sit down and do a stream where I like draw actually one thing that I put a lot of effort into. But right now I kind of just feel like doing this. That's not really a good skin tone, but that's fine. Invader Zim never passed in your country? I wonder why. Definitely wasn't really weirdly violent or anything, which, you know, is what I like so much about it, because I'm a psycho. But we gotta put a little bit of detail in the underwear, just like, you know, little underwear things. Those are probably very tight the way I drew that. I'll pull up a picture of Harold and George after this, because I don't really know what, like, they have a really specific sort of square body shape that I definitely did not do correctly. Like, I definitely did way more of a SpongeBob body shape here. I think Harold kind of has hair going down his side too. Down the side of his head. Get bigger. Like that. Yeah. That's looking like something. And he has a green shirt. I guess his pants, he does not have pants, he just has like leg holes on his shirt, I guess, the way I drew him. And he's got a green shirt with stripes, or one stripe. There we go. He's like Steve from Blue's Clues now. Speaking of Blue's Clues, I'm sure probably nobody watched it because we're all too old for that. But they like brought back Blue's Clues, right? Did that get like more than one episode? Because I mean, of course nobody talked about it because it's like a thing for kids. The most noteworthy thing was that the old actors cameoed, but like, I don't know, did anything else happen? Was it good? Is anybody watching Blue's Clues? Blue's like CGI in that, right? She's like CGI, but sort of like framey, so it looks like a drawing. Which is like the hip new thing to do with everything. Let's get George's. His arm is open over here. That's not going to work. Oh, but here's more Pikmin music that we probably also heard yesterday. Oh no, the leg too. Oops. The actor for Steve was losing his hair and had to stop. Yeah. Good times. I was very much a Blue's Clues kid. Like, if we're talking like childhood, like toddler shows, like, I was very, very, this might be too orange. No, that looks okay. But, I watched a lot of Thomas as a kid, very obsessed with Thomas. And then, like, you know, I would catch Blue's Clues and sort of Nick Jr. stuff, but Thomas was like my main thing that I was very obsessed with and had to have all the toys of. So was Disney's Cars for a little while, but I mean, also I was like 8 when that movie came out, or 6 or 7 when that movie came out. So that's not necessarily like a toddler thing. Let's give George like jeans. Maybe they should both kind of have jeans instead of like actual SpongeBob pants here. Whoops, wrong layer. You just made your logo. Sick. I need to make a logo. Like, I just use a VHS font and then write my username, and that's it. And then, like, you know, I have like the crown on my guy as like sort of a graphic design symbol thing, but I need to like write out a definitive like text logo, but I'm no graphic designer and my handwriting's very bad. Here we go. Yeah, Harold can have blue shoes, sure. There we go. Let's get a picture of these goons and see comparison. They're not goons. They're nice lads. I mean, there's a picture of the movie poster here. I'd kind of rather have a picture of the book. Here we go. I guess I kind of got Harold's shirt wrong. Hopefully I'm not getting their names wrong. You think they're goons? I mean, I guess theoretically, like, also thanks for joining. Pranksters, and they're mean, so I guess they are goons. But I mean, realistically, isn't the real goon Captain Underpants / Professor Crump, because he's like evil? Or not Crump, Krupp. Very, very similar words. Here, so I don't know why I wasn't doing this the whole time. I'm just gonna put the picture into my drawing file rather than having to, or just do that, I guess. Oh, okay, no, we do this, and we do this, and there we go. Now it's behind them, and you go through their skin. There we go. That's like all right, you know. They have black pants apparently. Oops. Also, Captain Underpants has like a really weirdly specific egg shape that, you know, that's not how I roll. We don't need that. We gotta worry about that. My stream's lagging for you? Uh-oh. Is it lagging for others? To put the picture in the draw, well, I have two monitors because I'm crazy. So I'm just dragging the file of the photo into Paint, and then it opens a new canvas, but then I'm just copying and pasting that image into here. You know, which is good for reference and stuff sometimes too, and color palettes and stuff. There's no lag for you? Alright. I know there was a little bit of like bitrate problems the other day. And that's kind of maybe an unavoidable thing because I don't have the best internet in the world, but hopefully everything's still watchable. I mean, we're just drawing. And Natasha's saying she loves the arts in those comics. It's so cartoony. Yes, exactly. And I'm so glad that for the movie for Captain Underpants, they were perfect. They got it perfect. Aside from casting old men to voice the child characters, that movie was perfect. And then they have a Netflix show for Captain Underpants, and that has like actual voice actors for the kids. Now, what do I move on to? Somebody, I feel like we had a suggestion that I liked. Or draw Chowder with this strange shirt. Okay, I could sort of make that work. Draw Adventure Time. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. We could draw Chowder and Adventure Time. Sure. Okay. You know, this not like Adventure Time's the only thing I ever draw. If you look, I archived a bunch of them because we had to clean our storage the other day. So I have a bunch of old like math homeworks from high school that are just covered in like crappy sketches of Finn and other Adventure Time related things. Here we go. Let's get a Finn going here. Ta-da! That's it. That's all you have to do. You draw his face. His face is a little too wide. He's like squinting. Give him his big circle eyes. That one's a little malformed. He'll have an open mouth. We can zoom in. Ooh, new feature. And we can give him his little... Well, I guess the outline might be too thick. We can fill the mouth with the red and then just draw the teeth like that. There we go. It's baby Finn. Give him a tongue. And there we go. You started watching Zim because you're into aliens. I got into aliens and stuff because of Zim. But that's something like probably in the back of my mind. Like I was like 5 or 6 when I found Zim on Nickelodeon's website, and probably in the back of my mind I was already interested in that stuff. But Invader Zim was like, you know, it pushed me to be like, yeah, the paranormal was like the coolest thing in the world. Natasha's saying draw Tora from Xenoblade Chronicles 2, which we just talked about on Twitter. But yeah, I can do that. When I was playing Smash Bros. I played Smash Bros in 2020, crazy. Because I got bored. I just like did a few spirit battles that I hadn't done, and one of them was Tora's. And I understood it now because I played the game. That's not Finn's shirt. That's also barely Finn's shirt, but we'll go with it. And he doesn't have legs. This is a bust of Finn. Give him his backpack. This Pikmin music again? I can't quite hear it. Now, which part is his back? Is the bottom part? Is the lighter part? That's gonna look very messy. Give him his noodles. Okay. We already cut him off a little here, but there we go. He's gonna be kind of fat, but I mean, you know, he is a little tubby, and that's fine. I don't even... Is this the right layer now? Okay. I want to like move him up, but everything's on other different layers now, so it's not really gonna work. This is Finn in the Businessman episode after they eat too much ice cream. He's also sitting, but it's gonna look weird. His legs are broken. Yeah, this is how normal people sit. Now, do we want his robot arm or do we want his arm? Atticus Finn. No. Here, so we can fill this now. There we go. Well, I guess I can draw the pants, or just just kind of boom, pants. Boom, pants. Legs, socks. Wrong layer. Socks. Oh, that shoe's not closed. Leaf arm. Whoops. Wrong color. We want the. So we want. Do we want him to have? You mean like his monstrous, malformed, ready to fall off leaf arm? Like Akira leaf arm, or just like leaf grass sword arm? Oh, if I drew that on the wrong layer. Cringe. That there. My phone's buzzing. Sorry if you could hear that. There we go. All right. And we do this. He goes, yay. What song is this? Let me peep the song. What song is this? Wind Waker music. Okay. I can barely hear it. But part of me was thinking it was Pac-Man music. He has his grass sword arm in one arm. The other one is giant armored arm. Like in the first Lich episode where he imagines his ideal body. And he has like the crazy thing with gears on it and stuff. Whoops. I mean, I don't know exactly what that looks like, but we can figure it out. Is this Mario Galaxy music now, or is this still the Wind Waker music? I remember back. I mean, I'm sure all Adventure Time fans probably felt the same way, but back when Finn first got his sword arm, I like immediately knew like that he's losing that arm. Like that sword is going to be why he loses the arm. And then guess what happened? Spoiler alert. And then they gave his arm back like a few episodes later, and then made him lose it again. What is this? What is this? What game is this? I can't even tell anymore. There's just this is Tales of Vespera. Okay. There's some guy who I'm subscribed to who made a very good review of, I think, Danganronpa that I liked a lot, and now he only makes videos about the Tales series of games, which is something I don't know anything about, but more power to him. He must have made one video and then blown up, and then that's all he did, you know, which is almost what I feel like I had to do with Zim in Adventure Time, which isn't even a problem at all because it's stuff that I love. All right, let's get the gear arm going. This is gonna be like, this is gonna be fan fiction arm. I don't really know how to make this look. I mean, there we go. It's like a all right. That's not a gear. No, let's do that. Let's do that a little better. Let's try a circle. There we go. Then fill that all in. And then get a darker gray for like this part. And then like, you know, it's like, yeah, like that. Then he does, then it goes up. And he's got like just a big, ginormous hand. And what side would the thumb be on? This side. His fingers be a little longer. How many fingers should he have, though? It's an important question. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fingers. Giving his enemies a thumbs down, I could do that. We can. And you just kind of see the knuckles there. There we go. And then we, whoops, do this. Then we fill all this with the other color, gray. Whoops. Boop, boop, boop. Ta-da. There's double strange arm fin. He's jumping. That's actually what's happening here. That's why his legs are strange. Pretty good. It's pretty good. Now what else did we want? We wanted chowder. I think in one of the drawing from memory videos we had to draw chowder. Maybe we definitely drew panini. So maybe I haven't drawn chowder like recently at all. I love I forget what it's called. Whatever the effect that is on the chowder people's clothing. I love that. I was going to try to emulate it in my special video that's coming out this Friday. But it's a very, very hard thing to edit. Like, it's probably if you're using if you're using Flash or Animate, there's probably way easier workarounds for it. But just using like a video editing software, it was annoying. Let's see, let's give him a nose here. Well, I guess we do that after. We'll do that after. Give him his little body. I know his shirt probably goes like over his head a little bit. It's like do like that. It's a little jacket. Not really a shirt. Go. I remember when Chowder first came out, and Chowder he would always call Mung Doll, like he'd just say Mung. But I always thought that he was calling Mung Doll his mom. So I was very confused on what the character relationship was. Like, I thought like Chowder was just really stupid and like he thought that that Mung was his mom or something. I didn't really understand the concept of like having an apprentice and stuff when that show came out. But also Chowder just lives with him. Was Chowder's parents ever something that ever mattered? He's got a little tail. And then I covered too much of his face. There's his tooth. And we'll do circles here. And then, you know what? I've never done masking in this software actually. So I don't know exactly how to, hang on a second. Maybe this, maybe, I would like to do a very simulated clothing effect. Let's get a purple. And then I mean, people probably just have Chowder's texture, right? I forgot, when you look up Chowder, you get the food, not the You don't think it has those tools? Well, you're probably right. That's a very pink one. This one looks like really low resolution though. Here we go, this one's good. We'll plop this in, copy and paste that, and then we do this. No. I guess okay, hang on. Okay, maybe we can't do what I wanted to do, but we can do this, and then we can invert the selection, and then we could delete, undo that, probably delete something. Delete that, and there we go. There's my trick. I would have wanted to, like, mask it, and then, like, you know, do this with it. But I don't know how to do that with this software. I also barely know how to do it with Photoshop. It's masking is very unneededly confusing. And let's get his skin. What's masking? It is green screen. I guess it's whoa, that's way too pink. It's, you know, it's what color is the skin? Like this? That's too purple. It's creating like a designated area of drawing where you can't draw outside of it. Now this is Mother 1 music, right? Yeah. Even though I hardly played Mother 1, but hearing it and seeing it makes me kind of nostalgic because it's, you know, around early high school time, which, you know, probably is comparable for like everybody on Earth, because like even my brother, it happened to my brother. Like early high school time, I got very obsessed with the Mother series, and I only ever finished and played through the entirety of Mother 3, but. And that whole series just reminds me of those times. Mother 1 is a nightmare of a game, but it's Mother. Yeah, exactly. I don't even like as gameplay wise, I probably talked about this before, but I don't really like Earthbound. Like I never finished Earthbound because I didn't really like playing it. Always around, I've started playing it like several times, and always around Forside, I'm like, I don't really want to play this anymore. Let's just kind of shade him. Although I do remember when they put Earthbound on the 3DS Virtual Console, I stayed home from school, and then they didn't even release it until 3 o'clock when school would have ended anyways. So I just sat at home doing nothing, waiting for it to come out, when I could have actually gone to school. There we go. There's Chowder. He doesn't have arms. We can give him arms. I also can't fill the pixels down there that I messed up. Whoops. Oh yeah, he's got a muscle shirt. He tore through his shirt. No. There you go. He's got like little things like that. Does he need arms? No, but I'm feeling it. But also now I don't know if I can like get the texture in the arms and make it look right. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, right, no, I see. That needs to merge with that. Then we do this. And then the hands are gonna go over the outline on the arm. Also, they're just not going to appear. I was drawing them behind him. We're just little circles, Sure, there. Right? That's good. It was better without the arms, you're right. No more arms. There we go. There's Chowder. Okay. What do we want now? Do we want Tora from Xenoblade Chronicles 2? I don't know why I have to say it like that. I feel like that's how like the Nintendo hype person would say it. I also, you know, we're gonna do this one from memory because I don't really know what he looks exactly what he looks like. I mean, he's a circle. Maybe not that much of a circle. He's got little legs. Got eyes, like most people do. Reggie fills the cryptid. Let's not repeat that. Wait, did I color Chowder's nose, right? I didn't even give Chowder a nose. All right, hold up. That's like one of the first things I wanted to do on this drawing, and I didn't do it. There. All right. Anyways, back to the already perfect drawing of Toru, or Tora. Sorry. I instinctively want to say Toru because I know of 2 anime characters that are named Toru. He's got like a jacket. There's probably more complexities to his jacket, but we're just gonna do this. Also, what's this song? Let me check. Check this is Animal Crossing. Ooh, which one? Just it looks like the original. Always have problems on heads. Me too, man. That's why the way like my stylistic approach is just drawing the eyes and hair so big that I don't really have to draw a head. But that's not a good approach. It's definitely better to, like, even if you erase most of it, to draw like an outline of a head first and stuff, but I don't do that. I don't work like that. Toru's voice, I said it again, Tora's voice is the gnome from Hilda. I drew Hilda yesterday, so that's relevant. And also, like I can't unhear that now. You were like correct. Is there just a low supply of British voice actors? He's got goggles. He's got goggles on his head. That's an important factor. Let's try this under that. Make those like brown. We have to undo that dot. That's gonna bother me. You probably couldn't even see it. There was a dot that I put by accident. Oh, excuse me. Is this Kirby? Heck yeah, this is Kirby. I probably used this in a video before. I'm not British. No. I'm American and Armenian. But, you know, you wouldn't know that by looking at me. Also, American, you know, American just implies that you're a bunch of other stuff mixed together, which I am. But so is almost everyone. Made your OC too thick. I'm making Tora too thick here, I think. I'll get a picture of him because I'm sure not everyone is familiar with this lad. There we go. Those are his goggles. You can barely really tell. And then he's got, you know, like the Nopon arms that they got. Like, I don't really understand how those are. Let's do, you know, he's got, like, right, like his hands are at the end. This is gonna look like a creepy spider. Whoop, whoop. Maybe we should just leave those out. Yes, hang on. All right, let's leave out the open arms and just cheat and just have him like have like his little closed arms, right? And then he can have his orangish hair. It is. Oops, gotta put that behind everything. Whoops. How am I doing on this? Those who know what Tora looks like. All right, he's got a volcano head apparently. It's definitely not the most accurate hair. There we go. Let's just a little like few darker spots on the hair. Kind of like, you know, just something like that. There we go. It's not too bad. I also need to put his eye, give him eye highlights. Oops. Just need to go on top. And then whoops, wrong. I don't know. There's too many layers now. Look at you look at this drawing and you're like, this is like a 2-layer drawing, but I have like 5 layers for some reason. Does he have eyebrows? Let's see how that looks. Oh, that's a little too thick. That looks right. Am I missing any details aside from like his arms? I think I'm about done suffering with this drawing. We're gonna look up what he looks like. I would buy a plush of this drawing of mine. Also, he surprisingly is the second image that shows up when you search Tora. I don't know what this dude is. Ushio and Tora is some anime that has like a tiger person. There's a lot of pictures of that showing up. Also, like a old scroll. This is a nice high res picture. It's actually ginormous. This is a 3,000 pixel image. Here we go. I missed so many details. This is not. It's not. I mean, you know, you could sort of see what I was going for. And now he's ginormous. Freeform. You. I didn't realize I had to be holding shift. Oops. Stretched out a little bit. There we go. It's like something, right? Okay, so they have normal arms and the big arms. Okay. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. Their wings. I kind of just see them as arms. I don't know if I really ever noticed like the arms. But there we go. Let's write Tora next to this so that we know that that's what it's supposed to be. Because it's not very accurate. Oh, did I just press on? What did I just press? Did I just undo something? No? Okay. There we go. Right. What are our next butchering be? What character should we just absolutely draw incorrectly? We got Schnitzel and Clancy. All right, I can work with that. Clancy from Midnight Gospel. How could I forget? So the secret to Schnitzel is that he's Finn, but also like Fern because he has square things instead of their things. He's also he's going to be ginormous. I don't really know what his body looks like. He's got like an apron, but he also has like a shirt under the apron. Erase that. Whoops. I should have drawn the apron on another layer. Now we're gonna get this, you know, the subtle lines that don't matter. They bother me. Tom Clancy. Yo, how's Tom Clancy keep coming out with video games, man? You'd think he'd run out of ideas eventually. Draw the dead one from regular show. Now, do you mean that to mean that there's a character named Dead One in regular show, or do you mean the character from regular show who has dies? You'd think he'd run out of ideas now that he's dead. I know. It's like Walt Disney style. They got Tom Clancy's head in a freezer somewhere, and he keeps pumping out video game ideas. You know, because video games. I mean, I don't know how long ago was Tom Clancy like a dude. Let's give him his fingers. You can't draw, Guy. You can draw, because what you showed me yesterday was amazing. But also, you know, sometimes we all get days where we sit down and we're like, man, I can't wait to draw today. It's gonna be amazing. I'm gonna draw so much, and then you're like, oh, it's not really that good. But I'm sure anything you can do will be good. He died in 2013. Oh, okay. How old is he? I know literally nothing about this man. That aside from the video games based on his books or his book universe or like whatever. I'm drawing all these in different layers. And Schnitzel has... Is Schnitzel's... I mean, I guess we can look this up on the Chowder Wiki. He was 66? Oh, that's not even that old, huh? Is Schnitzel supposed to be a certain type of creature? Or is he... is he... Schnitzel? Or is he like... What? He's a baller? Stupid dog! I'm balling! I kind of have his color right here, like something like this. That's pretty good. It's like darker. It's like grayer. That's too dark. It's like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. He's a rock monster. Okay, I always sort of assumed that's sort of what he was. There's like some episode with other Schnitzel like creatures in it, right? I don't have many memories of Chowder. But Chowder's one of those things where like mostly the episode of Chowder I remember the most is probably the episode with where they're waiting in line in the bank, and that's like the second episode of the show. But listen, when you're like 10, that's the funniest thing in the world. Also, I was not 10, I was probably like 6. No, we need these to be grayer. You don't have a consistent style yet? Well, you know, it's just a matter of drawing a million different things until you realize I like drawing things like that. You know, like that's what happened with me is I used to draw super just stick figures because that's all I knew how to draw, and that's sort of what like Diary of a Wimpy Kid and stuff looked like. And then I got really into Ed's World and started to try to draw like that. Surprisingly, you know, you would think because I was into Zim so much I would try to duplicate how Zim looks, but I didn't do that until after like getting into Ed's World and trying to copy that style. And then I kind of stopped really focusing on drawing for a little while, but then I started focusing again in 2014, and I just sort of, I was just like, I'm just gonna draw like this, and then I drew. Well, I mean, this is, we'll interrupt Schnitzel for a second, because we all know if we type !Tia in the chat, we can go see the animatic I just made. But that character that I have that now looks like this, sort of, it's gonna be a quick sketch. You know, like this is basically how I draw any character ever. Oops, no, her hair's not like that. She gets a neck, and then like this, and then this, and then an antenna hair. you know, she looks like this now. And back in like 2015, when I spontaneously wanted to draw original characters and stuff again, without really even thinking, like just having the vague design for her in my head, I drew this. Oh, that's a little too big. She didn't have a neck, so she was like this, really. And her hair didn't go down either, so it was like this. And then it's like through drawing characters like this, I grew to draw them like this, which is, you know, almost exactly the same, but just with a little more detailing and kind of proportional stuff and eyes and things. Now I can't really, I mean, I guess I have to put her on another layer, and there we go. Anyways, welcome to art class. Oh, isn't this cooking? Sorry, we're in the wrong place. No, that's a good SpongeBob episode. That's where my one of these days. I mean, I only have two. You know, it's only my second stream like this that I've done. But one of these days I'm gonna run out of SpongeBob references to put as thumbnails to these. I wanted to use like an Adventure Time picture, like a drawing, a frame of Finn trying to draw or like writing or something, but I couldn't easily find one. When you look up Adventure Time Finn on Google, you kind of just get like very generic stock images of Finn. You know, you gotta like deep dive into the wiki or something to get good Adventure Time pictures. That would take too long. He kind of has like wrinkles going on. Yeah, that's good. That's good. What is this song? This is nice, like flowing down a crystal cave thing. Okay, the album art for this kind of scared me. This is a Nier song, as in N-I-E-R. Schnitzel doesn't have a nose, right? He definitely like has teeth, probably. Those teeth are a little creepy. Let's get rid of the teeth. That's better. Yeah, no teeth. But then how will he eat all the delicious food? He won't. I'm just gonna merge these layers because I don't even know like what's on them. And there we go. I would say that's a pretty good complete schnitzel. Let me sip some water real quick, and then we want a drawing of Clancy, right, from Midnight Gossip. All right. Now this will also be from memory, so we'll see. You know, we'll see how it turns out. I have not drawn him before at all. And I mean, like, he always has different designs. Does he even like wear his like witch hat all that often? We're gonna kind of do like this, yeah, and then we're gonna erase that and give him a neck. His neck's kind of long. We're gonna make him really. I don't want to be too thin, but that's a problem I have with. You know, sort of just comes down to the way I've taught myself and the way my style is. Kind of everything's too thin. Go. He's got his whoops. There we go. His witch hat, which just like points upwards, right? Kinda. And then kind of Powerpuff Girls sort of eyes. This already looks like him to me. He doesn't have a nose, I don't think. He also, his hair kind of comes out under his hat, so we'll add that. And he doesn't have a shirt. What are his pants though? Does he have like shorts or like a... Is it like kind of ripped up? I feel like it's shorts that are kind of ripped up, but I don't know if that's correct. These are also way too short, but it's fine. Also have just like little nub hands, because that's, you know, nobody wants to draw hands. Give him little nipples, little belly button. And then I kind of like don't want to outline his hair. I kind of just want to have his hair be there. So let's go there, and then is his hair pinkish or is it just like a gray? I'm gonna say it's just a gray. Kind of old manny. Also, sorry if there's like a little bit of rumbling and stuff. I'm shaking my desk a little bit the way I'm drawing. Not the best setup in the world. HD rumble. Is that good or bad? You know, HD rumble would be kind of a cool thing for drawing tablets to have. That's, I don't know, it was probably like Scott the Woz video I was just watching. We talked about how the, oops. Oh, wait a second. What layer do I want that to be on? It's just here. Whatever. The DS was original, or I guess the 3DS was originally going to have a vibrating pen stylus, or like if you like, there'd be a rumble feature in the DS that would make the stylus feel like it was rumbling or something. That would have been kind of cool, and that'd be a weirdly cool thing for a drawing tablet to have. Almost done with yours. Sweet. It has been an hour already somehow. And I would say probably just by 9 o'clock we'd be done. And then if anybody like Foxy has done a drawing during this time, I'd like to see it at the end. Hello, Viper. And that's fine if you didn't do anything, Gee. You know, you don't gotta feel like you have to be. You could just try your best. Fight the good fight. How pink is he? He's kind of this pink. Right now, I'm drawing Clancy from Midnight Gospel, and then I've just been drawing sort of random things that come to mind, or some things that people have suggested. You know, just very, very quick, simple, sketchy sort of drawings. And then we'll give him like brown pants. I don't really know if that's what he looks like. I don't know what the heck kind of color his hat is. Yeah, sure. Maybe I feel like it should be lighter than that. And then have a dark stripe. Maybe even like 2 stripes up here. Have I drawn Godzilla or any sort of... No! I need to check those movies out. Like, all, you know, even the classic ones and stuff, but... That would be something... That's something I should do someday. Let's get some eyes in here. I kind of messed up by putting the hair. Where if I put it? Yes, you can talk on the app. And also, you know, I'm streaming on Twitch and YouTube at the same time, so whichever YouTube seems to be like, you know, where people end up actually watching. I guess because you're all subscribers and stuff. So, you know, you just, well, you watch on whatever. But, you know, we got all these hopefully not intrusive watermarks on the screen that need to be there for branding purposes. All of them are great except for a few. I know Mr. James Rolfe / Angry Video Game Nerd / Cinemassacre is obsessed with movies like that and has done a lot of reviews and discussion videos about that stuff, and I've watched a lot of those, but never actually really the movies themselves. There we go. Let's do sparkly eyes. His hair is brown. His hair is not gray. All right. We'll see. We'll figure out a way to fix that. Does he have... I don't really... I mean, I don't know how... Let's do this for his eyes. There we go. I mean, I don't know. The gray hair looks okay to me. We might be in too deep. I mean, I'll be able to change it. Oh, no. We can make this work. We can make this work. Is it like a grayish brown, though? Or like... Well, okay. How's about... We say this is Clancy from memory, that I could pull up a picture. We could just kind of... We can get some colors right. Now, if I just search Clancy on Google, what happens? You get a bunch of old dudes. Okay. But then the first suggested thing is Clancy from Midnight Gospel. So that's pretty cool. That's definitely a good sign. That means people have been looking him up. His hair is... It's like purplish, brownish. Also, oh, he has like a green sort of outline on his eyes. I want to get that. And you sent me some stuff, Foxy. Good. I'll check it out in a little bit. He's kind of just staring into your soul in this picture a little bit. Whoops, no. Wait, what? There we go. There we go. Okay, let's, I can fix... Don't worry, I can fix it. Okay, just redo his hair. Very sloppily. We get the sort of weird opacity on the end of the brush that I don't like, but I deal with and also don't know how to turn off. What layer is that hair on? Wait, what that? What layer is that hair on? If it's okay. Not that one. That one. Boop. So I don't have a Discord server or anything set up yet. Just if you guys have things to send and you can only send it through Discord, I can put my Discord in the chat for that. But you know, if you guys do end up drawing things, I think it is a little more convenient for them to be sent through Twitter, if you can. Because, you know, it's not like everybody has a Twitter and stuff. Really messing up on trying to get this hair. You know what? Who cares? We're keeping it like that. He's also... can I change his skin color? He's a little too gummy. There we go. His hat's kind of a gradient too. I almost wish I drew it like that. Let's do that, because I can do gradients. Check this out. Right, where's the gradient tool? Here we go. It's the wrong way. Hang on. Reverse. There we go. Ta-da! It's Clancy with the accidental gray hair. Let's write his name. I'm sure to get a Discord in the future eventually, though. I would like to make sure that it's something that a good handful of people would want to be a part of, so that I'm not just starting a Discord server that maybe like 3 people use for one day and then never use again. It's hard to download a good version of SAI? What do you mean? just pay for it like I did, right? What I use is the beta for SAI 2 that you get from somewhere if you have a license for SAI 1. It was a confusing sort of process to get my license from my laptop onto this computer, but it worked out. Move Clancy over here and we can do someone else. I also, I'm gonna have to invest in another drawing tablet. Maybe. I have a bamboo Wacom tablet that I've had since like 2013. And I haven't used that in a while because I have been borrowing one from my school. But now that I'm out of school, I need to return this tablet, and then I'm gonna be stuck with my bamboo again. So I can hopefully buy another tablet. I mean, they're expensive, but I mean, of course they're expensive because they're the kind of things that that are supposed to pay for themselves. But like, I don't know, nobody's commissioning me to draw this. Yeah. Seem to have preserve opacity tool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what any of these things mean. There's some key on the keyboard that turns the density down like all the way for some reason that I hit by accident all the time. I don't know what key that is. Also, what is this song? It's kind of freaking me out. This is Blue Dragon? What is this? This looks like Neopets. Okay. Does it have a green base? The bamboo does have a green base, yes. Hi, Debuggy, welcome. You're a mod, right? You guys are both mods? Good, good, good. Now, what are we drawing now? Was there another specific suggestion? Time to abuse mod powers. Well, you'll be very happy to know that I don't know how many there are. I literally, aside from maybe being able to ban people, I don't know what I don't know what the mods could do. Dio? I don't know what Dio looks like. I just know the meme where, like, you know, it's his head. You know, he's like... And they got like the crazy JoJo noses and mouth details. There we go, right? It's Dio. You can delete messages and timeout. Well, timeout Debuggy. What's Dio's hair? Dio has like, he's the one with the headband. He's like green and yellow. Do Squidward's bold and brash. Draw Bimo dying. Ooh woo. Yeah, timeout Debuggy. Sure, we can draw bold and brash. More like belongs in the trash. That's probably what. Well, no. Wait. Is that what this thumbnail is for this video? Is it him holding bold and brash? The next stream, the thumbnail could be bold and brash, but in the trash can. So let's go. It's like this. It's like this. He's got like. It's very modern piece. Very Isn't there like a Tumblr post where like somebody sent a picture of Bold and Brash to like an art critic and they like super analyzed it as something important? Like the significance of this painting, the way it represents life. It's crazy. You can't time out another mod? Curses. But I guess that makes sense. Can you time me out? That would be anarchy if you could time out the streamer. Also, somebody said Blue Dragon is an important game. I've straight up never heard of it until this music compilation. What color are the pupils on Bold and Brash? They analyzed the brush strokes? Ah, I see. go. Just get the canvas. It's a little that's very, very ugly yellow. I mean, by that I just mean it's too bright. Says the guy who likes problem solvers. There we go. The depth doesn't really make sense. Let's move him up a little bit. There we go. And then there's like a pixel. You see that pixel right there that you can see the background through? Hate that. Get rid of that. There we go. Bold and brash. Do we want to... I mean, I'm sure you guys could find it easily because it's like the thumbnail. What is this now? This is the Dark Cloud music. Let's get a bold and brash picture up. Bold. I wrote just bold brash. I like this one because there's like interlacing on Squidward's mouth and it looks silly. It's also small. There we go. How perfect. My coloring's too blue. Very much more turquoise or even just green. There's also a little bit details in the tentacles and stuff. There we go. There's bold and brash. Draw the eyeball stealing dude from my animatic. Okay. Speaking of that, let's do that. What's that gonna do? But yeah. Okay. Sure. His name is Scrawny, and it's funny because he's not scrawny. Ha ha ha. Get it? Ha. I also don't think I had a design for this character. Like, I just drew it. I was like, it needs to be like a skull monster. And I drew it once and I was like, yeah, that's what it looks like. So he had like fangs and gray eyes. He's very much like a Binding of Isaac looking enemy character. I don't know if he had... Let's not include that. I don't know if he had that. He's also very much, Is his name Festro? The main character, the big purple guy in Five Nights at Freddy's. No, the purple guy in Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. He's very much... It just has that body. Like, exactly. Except, you know, worse. Because I can't draw bodies. He also has... I think he had, like, baby hands, right? Also, I'm very surprised there's been no Undertale music in this playlist. There we go. I don't even know if his legs ever showed on screen, but we'll just give him like, like, you know, little blocks. This is like a kind of a chibi drawing, I guess, of him. And he had just a bunch of abs, because who doesn't? And little nipples, little that, a little bit of this. He had like a little tumor dude on one of his arms, right? Which one was it? I'm gonna do over here. I don't know if it was smiling or if it just had a straight face. Then we some more like, you know, like muscle marks. And then he also, this is my favorite detail of him, is that he has like a markered on like fake face at the top of his skull for some reason. So he can like tilt his head down and it looks like he's happy. I can get a picture of it too. Also, I don't know, I guess we're gonna event colors right now. He's just gonna be... You cat emoji. Ah, what did you do? Did you do :3 and it automatically made a cat? Let's make him purple. Let's just make him Festro from Secret Mountain Fort Awesome. but with a cool head. Yeah, should he have jeans or should he have black pants? He should have like jeans and then brown shoes, maybe. Yeah, whatever. I don't know. It's the underworld. Nobody needs to wear. There's no dress code in the underworld. And just give them skull color. I mean, you could probably tell the background of my canvas is like a pretty light gray. That's just so that I don't blind to myself by staring at a white canvas. Because I've just spending a lot of time staring at computer screens, let me tell you. You know, because it's like, what else are you going to do during this time? But it's probably not good for my eyes. And his little fangs. There we go. Oh, well, he had like red pupils. Also, I'm kind of digging whatever song this is. There we go. Hang on, let me scavenge my huge animatic folder of every single frame from it, so I can show you guys if you don't know what exactly it is here. Honestly, this drawing of him is better than the drawing of him in the animatic. There we go. Should probably start closing all these canvases that I have opened as well. I also drew his little tumor thing in the wrong spot. There we go. That's him. Also, what is this song from? This is always a Metal Gear Solid 3 song. Oh. Don't get me started on Metal Gear. The new Half-Life game sucks? Uh-oh. I watched a little... I mean, I never played any of the other Half-Lives. Which I should, because I'm sure there would be the kind of thing that I would like. But... I like watched a little bit of the new Half-Life game. And... didn't really understand anything about it, because I never played any of the other games. The white canvas is what makes you blind to imperfections. Oh. I get it now. But no, I mean, I don't know. So, I mean, we're not drawing anything perfect right now anyways. What do we want now? I was sort of talking about Metal Gear for a second there. I tried to play through that whole series and I'm really bad at it, but I love the aesthetic and the insane goofy anime storytelling and stuff, but just playing it was very like almost unbearable for me because of how bad I was. There we go. Here's me. I made my head a little too long. I'm also going to be a little too short. Foxy's eating mashed potatoes. Awesome. Oops. What tablet do I use? I was talking about that probably before you came on. I have a Intuos Pro Touch right now that I'm borrowing from my school that I need to return to my school in a week. So after that, I'm going to have to use my Bamboo tablet that I've been using since like 2013. But I'd like to buy a new one, but they cost a lot of money. I'm not, I need to get a job or something. I'm working on it. I mean, I already invested so much to get like a new computer set up and everything. Like, I may as well just go ahead and buy a tablet as well, because definitely going from this to the Bamboo tablet I have is gonna like make my brain fall out. I'd like Metal Gear 4. You firefight your way through that. That's the only one that I didn't get too far into. Crowdfund to get crowned a cool tablet. Exactly. No. Nobody owes me anything. I played like a good amount of every Metal Gear game except for 4. Because, I wanted to do them in order. Even though it doesn't matter too much because they're all the chronological stuff's all over the place. You're not gonna finish your drawing, you have so many to make. Well, just, take your time, have some fun with it. No need to worry about nothing. We're all just here to relax and listen to Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze music. apparently, is what's playing. But MGS4 has movie-length cutscenes. Well, that's the secret, is that they basically all have movie-length cutscenes. Except for 5, I guess. Like, before I played 5, I watched videos about it. And people were saying, like, they didn't like that there wasn't too much of a story and there weren't that many cutscenes, but bruh. There was a pretty fair amount of cutscenes, and, you know, I was alright with it. We're drawing Snake right now, by the way. Mr. Solid Snake. From Super Smash Bros. And no other game. He's kind of darkish skin. We'll just go with that. Question. Is Crown Cryptid wearing the same crown as Ice King? That's for me to know and you to find out in like 7 years when I decide to do something with the lore I've made up for my character. Give him his facial hair. Colonel, I'm being poorly drawn by a 20-year-old kid on YouTube live stream. I don't really even know what color his hair is. This could just be like any I mean, I guess that's kind of the point of Snake, but this could just be any generic military character. Also, I guess speaking of Metal Gear, the other day I was looking at Cameo, which is like that website where actors and miscellaneous famous people, you can pay them to like record birthday messages for you and stuff. And Snake's voice actor does that. It's a fair amount of like Richard Horvitz does that. Zim's voice. You know, but would I really pay $50 for Zim to say something funny to me? Somebody already paid him to say like Coochie at some point. There's like some clip going around of Richard Horvitz saying Coochie in Zim's voice, which is also weirdly just his normal voice. So you know, if you ever wanted to hear Zim say Coochie, you go find that easily. Also, NSFW, sorry, shouldn't be using that word. Yeah, I don't know, that's good. There's Snake. Snake's head. His face fell off. There we go. Now, oh. There we go. Ta-da. Colonel, they took my body. Where's my body? It'll always be crazy to me how, however you say her username. God, I know, you know, she, Maxwell Adams is in that too, the creator of Billy and Mandy. You know, I mean, they made a lot of money and stuff, you know, like, I don't know. And just stylistically, you know, it's not too surprising that actual actors would be interested in being in that a little bit. I don't know if Maxwell Adams voiced anybody significant in it or not. But Richard Horvitz voices like a main person, right? Also, you know what's funny? Richard Horvitz also voices like the fairy that gives you tutorials in the Xbox Connect animal game, the Connectimals game. He's in that. He voices a fairy. It's interesting because he just does the Zim voice, you know, which is his voice basically, and it's surreal to hear that voice come out of a character that's supposed to be really nice and cute and stuff. So if you want to laugh, look into that. What's this music? This sounds familiar. Is this Xenoblade? It is Xenoblade! Ho 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 ho! Is Tipsy still here? Tipsy, there's Xenoblade music. Who do we want to draw now? Scott Pilgrim? Alright. That works for me. That's a relevant thing right now because it's the movie's turning 10 and then the people are talking about the video game's gonna come back and stuff. We'll see about that. My brother's obsessed with Scott Pilgrim. He's probably watching. I don't know if he's watching. He's obsessed with Scott Pilgrim. I don't really know how to draw it. I don't know why that's very thick. It shouldn't, like, given how my style is, it shouldn't be too hard to draw this character, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of hard to draw this character. Alright. Off to a good start already. I don't know what their noses look like in that book. I didn't read it. I read the first issue of Scott Pilgrim when I was like in 7th grade, and then I never read the other ones. And then I always wanted, like, I got into the books because I wanted to see the movie. But I think just as a kid I was like embarrassed to either go to a movie by myself or like I was embarrassed of like being interested in a movie that wasn't one that people were talking about. Which I don't know why, because I mean, like, my favorite show growing up was Invader Zim and nobody talked about that. I actually remember in 5th grade we had a homework assignment where we had to make up surveys to give to other people in the class. And I did one about like, what cartoons do you like? And it was like Star Wars, The Clone Wars, SpongeBob, and Invader Zim. And one person said Invader Zim. And it was a girl. I still remember exactly who. She absolutely probably does not remember who I am at all, but we're friends on Facebook. And that just, I was like, bruh, I'm not the only one. Here we go. Here's Scott. This is gonna be very, very like, you know, like this. You know, it's kind of Scott, right? A little bit. Got his brown hair. I did watch the Scott Pilgrim movie probably like 2 years ago now for the first time, and I like it. I like the special effects and everything, and I understand that the entire point of the franchise is that Scott is a bad person, but I kind of didn't find any entertainment value in watching a movie about a bad person. But the special effects and stuff, ooh, love that. Have I watched 5 years later? No. Though that sounds familiar. Does he have a neck? Do they have necks in that comic? I'm gonna give him one. Might be a little weird. This is more like, this is like a read, not read. This is very much like a OKKO character, more so than a Scott Pilgrim character. Try to give him like a fighting pose a little bit, like he's in like in the video game. With the pixel art by, I'm sure everybody knows this, but the guy who did the pixel art for the Scott Pilgrim game did the pixel art for Gravity Falls, like for Giffany, for Rumble McSkirmish. That's his name, right? And that dude is freaking incredible at drawing. And now on, like, for his personal art, it's mostly just like really like weirdly cute things with like naked demons and stuff, all in like very, very fancy pixel art. That, like, it looks awesome and I love it, but I don't, you know, it's like it's a little too dirty to like reblog. I also like how on earth does anybody do pixel art? Pixel art's terribly hard. I mean, like, drawing is hard enough. Imagine drawing where you have to just know, like, you have to plan out the whole thing in squares. That's tough. What's playing now? This is Final Fantasy VI music. Now, is that Final Fantasy VI or is that Final Fantasy 3? Scott, he has like a guitar on his shirt. I know this because my brother has this as a shirt. Right? Like that kind of. There we go, right? That's good enough. This is more like Ben 10. This is kind of just Ben 10. Let's get a picture of Scott. Maybe there's a key detail I'm missing somewhere that'll make it look a little better. Not really any pictures of him just in the green. I mean, yeah, this is sort of what I was going for. There was a little while years ago when I like first came up with my Tia character that I wanted to make an RPG Maker game with her and like have that be have pixel art that I made, but I think I made some cute stuff, but it really wasn't the best. And also putting custom sprites into RPG Maker is extremely confusing and requires very, very specific like dimensions and mapping and stuff, and I didn't want to have to deal with it. And also I didn't have any followers back then, so it would have felt like a waste of time. There we go. It's not that bad. Does he 1, 2, 3, 4? They have 5 fingers. What's up with that? Who's drawing cartoon characters with 5 fingers? I gave him 3 fingers right here. Like, this hand doesn't even make any sense at all. You poured Kool-Aid on your PC, but it's safe. Oh, well, that's good. Good that you were able to save it. I remember one of my my second laptop I ever had, I spilt root beer on it, and then it broke. So now, since then, you know, I've been extremely wary of having any drinks near my computers. But now I have a computer. So it's a lot easier to not be tempted to like put drinks near it because it just sits on the floor rather than in my lap. So there's really no like Undertale music in this. If I get a copyright claim because of one of these songs, I'll be like, okay, that's fair. I didn't make the song. You deserve the money. But also, come on. What do we want now? Let's do. Let me look in my photos folder. Is the Ice King? Ice King is the first thing that I see in my photos folder. So let's get an Ice King going here. It's gonna be kind of big. I'm very bad at drawing Ice King. You know, you would think, you know, oh, this is your favorite character from Adventure Time. You should be able to draw him because you probably just drew him all the time because you like drawing him. No, because he's hard to draw, so I've never drawn him. You sent me something? What did you send? Was it a drawing of yours? I guess it'd be okay for me to, at this point, pull up some drawings you guys have done. I know Foxy sent me some stuff. And if anybody else has anything, you can send them my way through Discord if you need to, or just at me on Twitter, which hopefully, if I do this, it'll give you a link to my Twitter. It's kind of, this is not the most accurate Ice King in the world, but that's fine. Yeah, you still have a sketch. That's fine. I'm not gonna be. I'll still be streaming for another 30 minutes or so. Flip Ice King, so it's versus. Oh, okay. Doing like a rap battle thing or whatever. I don't know. There's some, I don't know the name of the channel. I discovered some channel recently where the guy does like impressions of Ed and Eddie characters and like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo and does like raps. And sometimes they're like fully animated. Sometimes they're just kind of like traced over frames from the show. That was an interesting thing I accidentally discovered. He's gonna have tiny eyes. There we go. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Tiny mouth that goes over his nose. Should be like that. Let's flip Ice King. That's the wrong way. There we go. We can color Ice King in with the paint bucket tool because I'm a psycho. I'm sure we realized that already. His mouth is in his beard. Is this gonna... Hang on.
Bruh.
Did that work? Did the bro sound effect play? You are totally right. His mouth is in his beard. How could I have possibly messed that up? There we go. There we go. Now it's Ice King, right? Now you can tell it's Ice King. It'll be blue. Yeah, that's good enough. It's crown. Yellow is always a hard color for me because it's like, it has to be like right at the top of this color wheel. If it's to the side a little bit, it's either too green or too orange. To get like yellow, you gotta be like, you gotta be there. Just do the gems, just like very bright randomness, kind of detail them a little bit. You gotta go now? Alright. Want me to... You gotta go right now? I can pull it up. Very quick. Let's look at the Buggy's drawing very quickly before she has to leave. Or she already left. Who knows? Here we go. What do we got going on here? There we go. This is fantastic. I don't understand the implication that I want BMO to die so badly. Was I really in the video we recorded? Was I really this maniacal towards BMO? This is adorable. Thank you. I love your handwriting too, by the way. It's so smooth. Here's me. Here's BMO dead. Here's me drawing dead BMO, which I didn't do today yet. But thank you, Debuggy. I love it. We all love it, right? Everybody clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I would play a positive sound effects, but I do not have any positive sound effects, so here.
Bruh.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very glad that you guys, I mean, you know, this is only the second one we've done anyways, but you guys tune into these and get invested in drawing along. That makes me very happy because that's totally my intention with this. Also, you know, I'm not even that, you know, I'm not the best artist in the world, but you guys still like to see me do this stuff. And then you guys come in and then make stuff that's even cooler than what I can make. Or on par, right? We're all great artists here. What's this song from? This sounds Mario-esque. My art is pure. Thank you. That's what I go for. This is Xenosaga Episode 2 music. Okay. Can't say I've heard of that one other than like the title. I'm glad that you think my art is pure. Like, I mean, I said it already, right? But it's like, you know, maybe I can't draw the Mona Lisa, but I can draw silly cartoon eyes like this, and that's the secret. That's my secret cap. That's all you need to know how to do. There we go. And then we'll get a versus symbol going. Versus. Who would win? And why would it be neither of them? Because they would both just like start crying about their woman problems. There we go. Here's Scott Pilgrim versus Ice King. Crossover of the century. Hello. Speed draw the Mona Lisa? The gray background would win? You're probably right. Do we want to... let's speed draw the Mona Lisa. All right. I'll give myself 30 seconds to draw the Mona Lisa. Let's set a timer. This is what Leonardo DiCaprio did when he drew it. All right, ready? Ready? Go. All right. It looks like this. It's a woman. She's like, this is gonna be very, very adventure timey. She's got a neck. She's got a thing. Her arms are like on her lap. This is the warm up. This is gesture drawing, as we call it, even though I'm not looking not looking at a reference. There we go. She got a nose and she got a mouth, and she's like, is she smiling? We can't really tell, you know. It's one of the world's greatest mysteries. Then we color it in. Oh nope, time's up. Time's up. Yo, ain't Leonardo DiCaprio the turtle? Yeah. He was a good artist, that turtle. He was a pretty good artist. We can still color this in. Here we go. This is my interpretation. This is my 30-second copy of the Mona Lisa. It's abstract. I don't know. This seems a little too... You know, like, I can tell this is a person. But maybe, you know, does this look like anything else? Can we interpret this as something else? I don't know. What she's kind of like green, dark green, like... It's beautiful. Thank you. My mom will surely put this one on the fridge. Yup. That one's going to my cringe compilation. Turn it upside down? Oh, that's a good idea. Alright, what does it look like now? It's an AirPod? Yep. Her head is like a headphone. She's got like Candace from Phineas and Ferb's like pea head. I don't know, because I drew it like seconds ago, it's hard for me to think it's anything else when it's upside down. But there we go. It's like one of those ink blot tests. There we go. She can sit there patiently. She's holding her hands. Well, excuse me. She's holding her hands together because she wants to ask for more cheese on her burger, but she's too shy to actually ask it. Should be in a rich guy's house. What is this game? I can't tell what this. There's no logo on this song. Do we want to draw? Let's draw a Ninja Turtle. Which Leo the Ninja Turtle is the blue mask one, right? I know that like in more recent Ninja Turtle stuff, they have more defining features so that you can tell them apart aside from the masks. But whatever, we'll just we'll draw one of them here. You guys know the creator of Invader Zim did a Ninja Turtles short film like quite a while ago, and I only recently watched it for the first time. And it's, you know, it's silly and it has a style. It's pretty cool. I don't really know if they have necks. I mean, they got like, you know, they got the turtle shells. This is gonna look like, this is gonna look more like Franklin the Turtle from like the Nick Jr. show. He's also, yeah, he's gonna just like be a turtle. Like he's gonna have, sort of like how I drew Schnitzel with just like, there we go. Also, did you guys see that trailer for that like Lego cartoon that's coming out? That's by a lot of artists that worked on the new Ninja Turtle show, and it like has like some of the most incredibly cool and stylish animation that like I've ever seen. It's called Lego the Monkey Kid, which, you know, with a title like that, you're like, what? But then you look at it, you're like, oh. So what do we want? Do we want this to be Leo? There we go. Color his teeth in. Color his shell in. And his front shell, which is like yellow, right? That's how like turtles work, kind of. I remember when I was young, we had a pile of mulch in our front yard for like, I don't know, because we were gonna rearrange the garden or something. I don't know. And we woke up one morning and there was a turtle laying eggs in it. And there you go. There's my turtle story. Give him little toe beads. And this is very much just Franklin. There we go. He drew, oh, oops, didn't merge the layers. This is, okay, so this is him. This is Leo. He drew the Mona Lisa. Let's give him a little paintbrush. Whoop, 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 whoop. Paintbrush. Put some paint on it. I like that it's blue paint, even though there's no blue on this drawing. Oh, we need a little bit of brown there. Fill that in. Oh, fill that in too. There we go. It looks like there's a few pixels missing here. Whoops. Bruh. Here's Debuggy's art again. I accidentally just closed out of the canvas. Oops. What hotkey did that? It certainly saved, I'm sure, but I should probably change whatever hotkey does that. Where is it? Here we go. Here we go. Excelente. There's Leo painting his masterpiece, the Mona Lisa. Sorry, I had to take a sip of water. I have some hint flavored water here, some cherry flavored water. It tastes like a melted cherry slushy, but it is also water. It is strange. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. But it's also just water. What are you gonna do? And to anybody that says that waters from different places don't have different tastes, they're wrong. Okay, water from the sink tastes different than water from the coffee maker. Why are you drinking water from the coffee maker? I don't know. I don't know. That's the first thing that came in my head. And what do we want to do? We probably feel like we maybe got time for like 2 more drawings, maybe. I mean, unless you guys have stuff that you're sort of still in the middle of doing, then I can wait a little bit for you guys to finish up your works. But again, if you were drawing along, I'd love to see what you were working on. You can either you can @ me on Twitter with it, or perhaps message me it on Discord like some of you already have. But Twitter is most convenient. Here's Fern. You're not going to finish today? That's totally fine. If you still want to show what you have, I wouldn't mind looking at it. Yes, this is our boy Fern from Adventure Time. Later season Adventure Time. So maybe not everybody is the most familiar with this boy. There we go. Not gonna give him legs. Draw a frog, but it's hugging you. I like that idea. Let me color Fern real quick. We'll do that. I was just talking to somebody about seals. I like seals. Seals are pretty good. Oh, he has like a shirt on. Hang on, we gotta do that. Drake and Josh. I drew. I might be a pain. Now I want to hang on. Now I want to find that. Hang on, this might take a little bit. I drew a horrible drawing of Josh on a drawing stream I did like forever ago. Let's see if I can find it. There it is. I did a stream a while ago where I was trying to draw. I had a big list of characters and I was just randomly generating a name and drawing those characters. And I drew Josh during that. And this is what he looked like. This is Josh. These are both Josh. From probably even a year ago now I did that. It's not a very good job. It's also, you know, it's from memory, you know? So it's okay for it to be a little iffy, right? There's also the two characters from Making Fiends. Tak from Tak and the Power of Juju. The mayor from Lazy Town, and whatever this guy from All Real Monsters is named. I think this Josh here, the like not realistic one, is kind of cute. I like that he kind of has shoelaces for some reason. Anyways, yeah, that's some old Josh art. Anyways, let's get back to this real quick. Let's I don't really know exactly like what color to use. That's definitely too green, but whatever. Fill that in. Josh makes you remember Gantz, the bird people. From that description, I'm not familiar. Let's do this. Actually, these colors are all over the place. This is not a very good Fern. I like that green actually. That's a good green. And then we'll save time and we'll just fill these in. Ta-da! Let's just draw like little bits of grass. Here's Fern from Adventure Time. Ta-da! Now we can draw, like Foxy said, I'll draw a frog hugging me, and then that will be probably the last thing we do for tonight. But again, like, the time has been flying by doing these. I mean, you know, time flies when you're having fun and all that. But time especially flies when you're doing creative stuff. Like when I make a video, I will like sit down and edit the video and like not eat, and then I'll look at the clock and it'll be like 6 o'clock and I'll be like, oh, I was just editing that for like 5 hours straight without standing. It's very, very easy for me to just get in a zone and like not be bored of doing what I'm doing. Fern in Portuguese is Sambaia. I'm sure that's probably not too correct the way I said it. Sambaia. The only foreign language I like slightly know is Spanish because I took Spanish in high school. Now let's get that frog going. I'm gonna maybe not outline the frog. Gonna look a little. It's gonna be a weird frog. Here we go. Gonna have really long arms. He's gonna be hugging me. We see a good amount of frogs around my house. They're in the walls. No, I just mean, you know, outside. This is kind of just, this is Mike Wazowski, actually. It's not a frog. Give him like weird, goofy, froggy eyeballs that I like to give frogs when I draw frogs. What song is this? I'm kind of vibing to this song right now. This is Donkey Kong, or Diddy Kong's Quest. So that's Donkey Kong Country 2? That's good. There we go. We'll both be blushing. And then there'll be a big heart. It's like, yay, thank you, frog. I don't know why you're hugging me. I'm gonna get warts. Right? Is that what happens? Or is that just like a certain kind of a... That's toads? Is that toads? Is that even a real thing that happens? It's probably really bad that I have to genuinely ask that. But, you know, that seems like one of those things that they wouldn't just make up, right? Nobody would just make something up. There we go. Here's me and a frog being hugged by a frog. The frog I don't want to be hugged by the frog, but the frog has magic love powers. So when it touches you, it makes you love the frog. And now I love the frog because he is touching me. And then he never lets go, and I'm stuck there, and I'm happy forever. The end. That's the story. I was gonna go dark with it, but this is supposed to be a nice, chill, happy time. So let's not do that. And with that, I would say that I'm set with drawing for the day. I know Foxy sent me something on Discord for me to look at, but did anybody else shoot me anything? At least on Twitter, doesn't really look like it. Yeah, all right. Like, I'll pull up what Foxy sent me, and then if any of you guys have stuff that you've worked on during this, I'd like to see it. Here we go. Oh, these are great. Very, very great stuff already. Check Twitter. All right, I just did. So did you just send it? Come on. No, just kidding. So here we go. These are some of Foxy's ODs. They're adorable. How, like, there's so much detail into this stuff. The way the specific bits of fur and stuff. It's all really great. This guy, he has goggles on here. Very, very adorable. And you said that you drew this with your finger. Like, that's an incredible, noteworthy factor to me. Like, people draw stuff in like MS Paint sometimes too, and it's like amazing stuff, and it's like, bruh, how do people draw it so good all the time? Here's another one by Foxy. This is me and the frog, but Foxy drew it, and I greatly appreciate that you gave the frog a lot more personality, with the hat and a mustache and a tie. This is great. I love this. And again, I love how fluffy you made me. And I would assume, did you do this one just with like a touchscreen too? That's so great, so great. I'll check Twitter again. Oh, are you sending? I see. You probably sent it on my other account. I see. All right, all right. Here we go. We got some. Oh, where'd they go? There we go. Twitter, stop doing that. We got some great goofy pages of stuff from Mr. Blue Scout here. Where'd they go? They're saving as like weird file formats. Hang on. I'm gonna have to mess with this just a little bit so it works. There we go. So on Twitter, sometimes it's like a JPEG underscore large file, and those don't work with anything. So you have to rename the file into being just a JPEG. Here we go. Here's some Blue Scout stuff. It's great. I just noticed this Bentley down here from Sly Cooper. That's fantastic. We have this. Everything's so like smushy. It's so good. We got Bigfoot. We got Wizard. We got the Engineer. We got Ralse. We got Billy. We got Pajama Sam. See, is it right? Like that's Pajama Sam. Like I got like boom. It clicked. But it could also be a Puffle. We got, I don't know, is this Mordecai? Is this just a bird dude? Homestar Runner. Jellyfish. This thing from Lolo's Quest or what? Like I just recently played that on Virtual Console for a few seconds, and I was like, oh, that's what that is from. And then Gurr. Fantastic. But then we got another one. We got some more fantastic stuff. Here we go. We got, okay, this is catching my eye right away. That's very, very tragic. Rest in peace, Benson. Angry Video Game Nerd. You see, you should have had Angry Video Game Nerd looking at Benson exploding. We have Katra, right? Is her name? You finished watching all of She-Ra, right? And who's this? Is this Cuber? Cubert? Cuber's like Adventure Time character. Cubert. We got Germa Rat. We got Germa up here, which is really good for those who may or may not be familiar with who Germa is. And then here's a Mordecai and a Rigby. They're missing. They're kind of missing a little piece of their body. Here's Crazy Frog. Here's like that's more like sort of the pigeon from Nichijou kind of. Here's Pac-Man facing forward. Don't like that one. Let's go past that one. Here's me dancing. And then somebody with a gun pointing directly at me. I'm sure there's perspective here, and they're not actually aiming at me. They're going to shoot in front of me, not at me. And then they're a lovely little robot OC pal, very cute. Cuber. There we go. Adorable stuff, everybody. Thank you so much. There's stuff that I missed. I know Foxy's messaging me again. Here's another thing from Foxy. This is very cool. I love the style going on here. This is very, very rad. And once again, also drawn with their finger, which is insane. Very cool. Very Coraline E. But, you know, it's easy to say that when there's, like, button eye things. But it's super cute. There's, nobody's gonna care about this, but there's this mobile game called Identity 5 that is having a crossover with Danganronpa soon, and Danganronpa is one of my favorite games ever made, and it kind of has like this sort of like Stitch doll art style. So they've been like doing art of Danganronpa characters looking like this, and it's cool. I like this very cool stitchy look. And then with that, is that everyone's work, or did I miss anything on Twitter? Also, Blue Scout, next time send it to my other Twitter, not that Twitter. All right, but that's all right. That's fine, geek. You know, we don't gotta. You can't rush art, right? That's what the guy says in Toy Story. There we go. I guess we'll put our overlay up, and we can say thank you for joining tonight. I'm so very pleasantly, happily surprised that we like this format of stream. You know, I might just like turn into doing this more so than doing video game stuff, because not that I wasn't enjoying doing video game stuff, but this is way more relaxing. This just it feels like a much more nice community thing to see you guys draw with me and stuff. It's very, very genuinely calming and nice. And I mean, you know, I'm acting like I've been doing it for years. This is only the second one, but I mean, it can only get better if it's already this enjoyable for us, right? So thank you guys. I greatly appreciate you all tuning in and drawing along and hopefully chilling, you know, because we all gotta chill. I invented chill. And if you don't already, you know, I mean, the Streamlabs bot yells at you about it every like 25 minutes, but you know, try to follow me on Twitter, try to turn on notifications for my YouTube channel, try to support me on Patreon, maybe then I can buy a new drawing tablet. You know, dude, just any kind of extra little support you want to give if you want to see more content by me in the future. I'll likely do another one of these streams tomorrow, even, or maybe I don't really have a video game in mind. I have like one joke video game in mind that I can play, but other than that, I don't have anything. I don't have anything. This coming Friday, I'm gonna be releasing a very cool short live action film thing that I made that my face is in, if you want to know what I look like, even though I posted pictures of myself before, but we'll have an indirect face reveal on my video on Friday. I guess like that's how I should sell it, but I should also sell it by saying that Debuggy, who was in chat earlier, did some incredible art that's featured in it, and then my friend Noodle Gal, who was in chat the other day, did some incredible voice acting for it. So I hope you'll look at that. I put up a teaser thing today, and then tomorrow a actual sort of trailer thing will go up, and then on Friday it'll premiere live in like a live stream format. So you know, you don't have to catch the premiere, but if you end up watching that when it's out, that would be very, very cool. And that's fine, because it's just, you know, it's just a video that's going up, so if you're not around to see it live, it'll just be up on the channel for you to watch, and hopefully you guys enjoy it, because it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work from all of us, but it turned out to be a very cool thing. So I hope you guys like that when that comes out. And of course, I know, like, you know, we'll be getting cartoon videos and stuff going. I've been busy finishing up school and stuff, so that's why I have these original things to put out, because they're from school homework. But they're also just important, you know, demo reely things that like I would really like for a lot of people to see, so that they can get around, and you know, we can just somebody out there in the hiring world can think I'm cool and get me a job, because that's basically what I spent the past few weeks doing. That's why sort of normal videos have slowed down, but I'll get back to them. I watched Scoob last weekend, and I meant to do a video about that, but I didn't. And I still might, I don't know. But yeah, so stay tuned for a cool video Friday, and then maybe a video somewhere in the middle of the week, maybe, I don't know. And then hopefully, very, very likely tomorrow, around the same exact time, we'll do another chill drawing stream. It's Foxy saying you're getting a VR on Friday. That's awesome. I hope you have some fun with that once you get it. But anyways, yeah, thank you guys very much for coming. You're all the best. And I hope I'll see you back here tomorrow for more drawing fun time.